Hello, I'm Narges Sedaghat and I'm a MFA candidate in graphic design at ECU. My project, Type, as a cultural bridge, explore how Iranian and American design motifs can merge through interactive typography rooted in personal experience. It grows from lived realities, navigating languages, traditions, and cultural codes between Iran and the US. For me, design is a space of storytelling and cultural negotiation where memory and identity are continually remade. This project asks what happens when cultural memory meets digital media. Can typography act not just as language, but as a vessel for cultural negotiation and participatory dialogue? In a world fractured by displacement, I approach design as a space for empathy, hybridity, and connection. I drew from Homi Bhabha's concept of the third space, where cultural identity is not fixed but fluid. This project lives in the liminal space between Persian visual heritage and American digital aesthetics. Based on Bourdieu's concept of cultural capital and Erickson's psychology theory, I frame design as a tool of agency. My choices, what to preserve, remix, or subvert, are rooted in lived experience. They assert visibility and authorship in a shifting cultural landscape. Through an autoethnographic approach, my design practice becomes both method and message. It reflects personal narrative and critical reflection, connecting memory to material and transforming experience into design process. Inspired by Stuart Hall's idea of identity as always in process, I began with a design exploration, creating a Latin A to Z typeface based on Persian motifs, especially the Achaemenian lotus. This hybrid typeface fuses the geometry of Persian visual culture with the clarity of Western typography, embodying hybridity as an ongoing negotiation. Here, form becomes more than visual. It becomes cultural structure. The lotus influence isn't decorative. It's built into rhythm, curves, and modular repetition. Each letter form becomes a negotiation between Persian reference and contemporary typographic logic. From basic shape generation to name-based cultural motifs, the second phase evolves into a participatory digital platform using P5GS. Users type their names using the typeface. The system then generates motifs, algorithmic outputs that merge personal input with cultural structure. These motifs aren't just seen, they're printable as postcards, allowing each name carrier to carry cultural memory with them in tangible form. The platform has been tested in class and critic setting, offering feedback. Typing a name, something deeply personal, activates an experience that is both reflective and creative. It turns the viewer into a participant and the project into a co-create cultural space. Next, I move from a screen to material. Drawing on Schusterman's Soma aesthetics, I explored how design can be felt through fabric, metal, and space. Using weaving and laser cutting, the motifs become embodied, turning memory into tactile experience, making the body a site of cultural memory. I join a lineage of diasporic artists, but my contribution emerged through code, typography, and interaction. Rather than preserving tradition in a static form, my work reimagined it, offering a living expression of migration, agency, and design as a dialogue. I wanted design to be a space where people like me could recognize themselves, where memory wasn't flattened or simplified. This project resists passive consumption of culture. Instead, it invites participation by transforming cultural memory into interaction, dialogue, and form, offer a bridge linking individual voices to collective understanding. Hybrid design is both method and message. This project is not about preserving heritage, it's about reimagining it. So I ask, what if culture could be tied, touched, and transformed? Thank you.